Hello. Okay, so today we're going to be making postcards so we can send hate mail to our enemies and finally get the revenge we deserve. So we're going to make 4 of them. Each of them is going to be focusing on a different type of balance. We have symmetrical, asymmetrical, radial, and crystalline. So we're supposed to use cut paper, so I need to find some paper to use. So I'm going to look around. Here's some examples of previous student work. We have symmetrical balance, asymmetrical balance, radial balance, and crystalline balance. These were done cutting out construction paper and then drawing on top of it. So we kind of focused on cut paper aesthetic for that one. For this year, I think I'm going to go with more of a collage aesthetic. But if you've got construction paper, feel free to go with that. I'm going to start by gathering up paper. So we normally use index cards like this, but today I'm going to use some chipboard from an old cat food box. So this is a good way to get like a thicker cardstock. You can use regular paper, but it's better if it's a little thicker. Here's some discarded paper. Interesting colors. Here's some parchment paper I'm going to try to do some tracing on. Here's a weird piece of a brown bag I found. And I've got a bunch of pages. Oh, this is a pamphlet from a butterfly exhibit we visited a few years back. I've got a bunch of pages from an old textbook that I'm going to use to kind of put all this together. It's going to be a little more collagey this time than it has been in the past. So I'm starting by tracing this cow in order to make a symmetrical duplicate. So I'm going to trace it and then flip it over. I started off drawing this in blue because I thought it would look cool, but when I lay it down, it's not quite what I want, so I do go over it later in black pen as well to bring that out a little bit more. So now I'm just kind of matching it up and trying to figure out how much to cut out to stick on the card. I'm gluing this using an acrylic medium, which worked pretty well for the brown bag, but not super well for the parchment paper. Kind of curled up, so I don't know. I think Elmer's glue might have been a better choice. Now I'm adding some black detail in there, kind of tie it together. And I put a little heart on there, because I thought that was funny. Some lines in the background. I'm going to say mom. So now I'm cutting out the butterflies for my crystalline balance card. So I just cut all those out, kind of arranged them in a grid pattern, and glued them on. Needed some more than I had cut out originally, so I cut out some more. And just glued them all into place, scoot them around a little to try to spread the glue. So for my radial balance one, I thought it'd be cool to have like a bunch of guns sticking out of this wheel. So here are my finished postcards. This one's my symmetrical. This one's my asymmetrical. Here's my radial. And here's my crystalline. We're all done. All right, thanks. I hope that was helpful.